Um, my name is Sune Eksteen. I'm the owner chef at what used to be Mana Eatery before the lockdown happened, which we now in the meantime decided to change into a fresh shop. So we're calling it Mana Fresh at Eksteen Wynskool Farm in the Empanadas Valley in Hermanus. We sell a variety of fresh produce from our organic gardens, as well as whatever we can find in our beautiful valley that's in season and is being harvested at the moment. Because of our unique family setup, I've decided to show you two recipes today. Our son married an Argentinian winemaker a year ago, and she introduced empanadas, which is very original Argentinian cuisine, into our family, and it's a lovely addition to our tradition of braaiing and eating lots of meat. The other dish that I want to show you today is very traditional Old Cape farm food. Our Waterblommetjie season has just started on the farm, and we harvested some fresh Waterblommetjies today to make you the traditional Waterblommetjie breedie. To start off with the empanadas, an empanada is basically a small half-moon meat pie, which you prepare with onions, minced meat, colorful, different colored chopped peppers, and then a variety of spices and herbs. We have some mixed herbs here, some cumin, some coriander, and then of course always a good dash of chili. When you assemble the empanada, you put the meat mix on the dough. Be careful not to put too much on, then you're going to have trouble doing the fold over. You top it with some chopped hard-boiled egg and some green olives that's sliced. The pastry needs a little bit of whisked egg just to stick when you do the fold over. And it's very simple. It's a little half-moon pastry. Press it down, and then what's very traditional is the way they fold over the edge of the empanada. You start at the one end and fold and fold and fold, so it makes like a little rounded ridge. And it's actually quite nifty, so that the pastry doesn't open up when you bake it. So that's your finished empanada. Go into the tray, and important also to brush it with egg for a bit of a glaze. It bakes about half an hour in a moderate oven, 180 degrees, and the finished result is something like this. So when you go to an asado in Argentina, instead of being served chips and peanuts for snacks, you will get bowls and bowls and bowls full of empanadas, and they're so delicious that by the time the meat comes, you're not really hungry anymore. My next dish, the Waterblommetjie breedie, we're very excited. Today, which is the 20th of May, we actually harvested the first Waterblommetjies of the season in our own dam here on the farm. We are situated 2.5 kilometers outside of Hermanus on the Empanadas road, and we have planted over the past 4.5, 5 years that we've been here on the farm. a couple of vineyards, Pinot Noir, which we are hoping to get the first harvest of next year in time for the 2021 Fine Arts occasion. And the rest of the farm, which is not suited to vineyards, we are busy changing into a food forest. So basically everything grows in our beautiful valley. We have a very mild climate, very few days with frost, if at all. We can plant a wide variety of vegetables and fruit very successfully here. So we have all year round, we have things to plant, things to harvest, things to utilize fresh, and things to preserve for the days when the season is over. So now winter is starting, as is our beautiful Waterblommetjies. This has just come from the dam, and I can quickly show you how to clean a Waterblommetjie for those of you who are not so familiar with it. It grows on the surface of basically dams or non-moving water bodies. So the chances are very good that you may find some bugs or a little bit of slime or whatever in it. So it's very important to make sure that you get rid of all of those before you cook it. So it grows on a long stem which comes from a bulb which grows in the mud of the dam. And then when we cut it, we cut it from the dam, bring it to the kitchen, cut off the little stem at the bottom, pinch off the tips, the white flower tips of the Waterblommetjie, and break it in half so that you can see the seeds inside. Then it's very important that you put the cut Waterblommetjies in a bowl with salt water for a while. That will cause the bugs to just buzz off, and then you need to rinse out the Waterblommetjie very carefully in case there's a little bit of slime in there. We're lucky, our dam we clean every year, so our Waterblommetjies are fairly clean. So after half an hour in a salt bath and a good rinse under the tap, these will be good to go to the pot. So in the pot we have enough onions. Don't be shy with onions. It's also the onion season in the valley, so we're selling fantastic fresh onions off the vegetable farmers' lands at the moment at Mana Fresh. You need some garlic in there. Nothing wrong with a little bit of chili to chase all the unwanted viruses away. I love to put some fresh ginger in there and braise in, sorry to all the doctors, but a little bit of pork fat. If you are more conscious of the oils that you are using and the fats that you're using in your cooking, feel free to take rather seed oil or some coconut oil. This all basically braises now in its own juices and in some lemon juice until the meat is almost tender. And then at the end we add a few cubes of potato and the Waterblommetjies and just cook it through until the potatoes can thicken the sauce of the pot a little bit and the Waterblommetjies are nice and tender but not mushy. So here we've plated a Waterblommetjie breadie for you, which we serve with lemon. We have lovely old Cape Coreskin lemons on the farm, which are smaller than the regular supermarket's issue, but it's really nice and juicy inside, and the skins are especially nice to use in cooking. Traditionally, Waterblommetjie breadie was served with surings, which is a weed that you get growing all along the roads in the Boland and Western Cape. I haven't seen many of it for quite a while, But if you can get your hands on it, just stop on the roadside and pick some. It's lovely to serve with your waterblommetjies. And we've quickly invited Bartu to come and join us here and talk us through our wine suggestions with our 2 dishes.
So these are 3 of our 4 red wines. The one that's not here is the Cape Winemakers Guild wine, the Professora, I'm a member of the Guild. And then the Groepsdruk is our flagship wine. This is the single best barrel that we select from the entire cellar, from all the barrels. So we only have 300 bottles of this one. A little bit pricey, but a lovely wine. Then the 10 best barrels after Groepsdruk is Ou Skool. And this is or the focus on our when we talk about red under our label, our main focus is on Shiraz, Mourvedre, Grenache and Viognier, those 4 Rhone varieties. So this is normally it's Shiraz driven with a little bit of the other 3, and the Viognier, which is a white grape, we just add for a little bit of spice. It's like the salt and pepper. So Ou Skool is our 10 barrels that we select after we've picked the best one for Groepsdruk.
Cheers, guys. We're waiting for you.